Hey guys, so today here in Orlando, small businesses and restaurants started to reopen in limited capacity at 25% with some outdoor seating. And a lot of people have been asking, when is Disney World going to reopen? So we thought today we would check in, do a lap all around Walt Disney World, and see what's going on. Are they starting to restore that magic? Is it busy? There's still people pulling in. Well, one guy. But let's head in and see what's going on. This is Adventures by Carney. If you like this, please like, subscribe, comment. It really helps me out. Let's check out. Hi, everyone. So we were recording this on May 4th. So may the 4th be with all of you. I thought it'd be a fun idea today to head into Walt Disney World property and explore the entire grounds. I want to know what's going on around the parks, the resorts, Disney Springs, get some construction updates, and find out what's been going on during this 7-week closure we've had so far. On top of that, I'll let you know everything going on here in Central Florida that we're hearing news-wise. When is Disney reopening? What are the rumors? What do they have to do? So sit back, relax, and enjoy this ride. If you want updates, you can keep your volume on. If not, feel free to mute me and enjoy this beautiful ride all over Walt Disney World property. First up, we're passing Typhoon Lagoon on the right. When the parks closed, Typhoon Lagoon was already closed for their annual refurbishment, but they were expected to reopen on March 28th. However, since the park closed on March 16th, we never got there. So hopefully by the time we get back, Typhoon Lagoon is open and ready to rock and roll. We also just passed Cirque du Soleil over at Disney Springs. They were supposed to premiere their new show on March 20th. Sadly, that also did not happen, which is a shame because I had tickets. But anyway, they are now showing tickets available starting for June 2nd. So maybe we'll see Tron come to life then. Here on the right, you may recognize one of the 3 Speedways on Walt Disney World property. Currently, only one of the 3 are open. Also here on our right is the Grapefruit Garage at Disney Springs. Today is actually a big day because it opened for cast members to park there. As I mentioned in the intro, Phase 1 began today for Reopening Florida. And in Phase 1, restaurants and retail shops could open at a 25% capacity. Granted, Disney Springs is not open to the public yet, but reopening that first Grapefruit Garage could be a good sign that we may get Disney Springs reopening soon. You'll notice a lot of these roads are closed. They won't even let you into the parking lots. So the Grapefruit Garage reopening was a big deal. Here's the bus loop, completely empty, no buses at all. Later on in this ride, we're going to drive past where they're keeping almost all of the Walt Disney World buses. On the right is the Orange Garage, followed by the surface parking of Mango and Strawberry. This is more on the west end of Disney Springs by the House of Blues and Cirque du Soleil. In case you're curious, we're traveling on East Buena Vista Drive, and we're going to make a right onto Epcot Center Drive right now. Next up, we are passing Epcot. It's over on our left-hand side. Epcot is in the middle of a major overhaul, and a big piece of that overhaul is Spaceship Earth. There it is. Spaceship Earth is supposed to go down for a long refurbishment. Some people are saying over 2 years, and that's supposed to start on May 26th. However, a lot of people want this pushed back so they can say their final goodbye to this version of Spaceship Earth. Fun little contest. Do you know how many tiles Spaceship Earth has? If so, drop it in the comments below. I'll give you a hint. There's more than 10,000. We're now traveling north on World Drive, heading towards the Magic Kingdom. It is very quiet here at the toll plaza. Next up is the Transportation and Ticket Center, the 4th largest parking lot in the world. However, right now it is home to the Disney bus fleet. At last count, the Disney bus fleet was around 480 buses, making it the 3rd largest in the state, right behind the city of Miami and Jacksonville. Next up, you can see the Contemporary Resort. The Contemporary is one of the first 2 hotels built here on Disney property. And to get there, you have to go underneath this water bridge. This connects Bay Lake with the man-made Seven Seas Lagoon. Disney actually has 3 water bridges on property. And there it is. If you look to the left, you can see the spires of Cinderella's Castle at the Magic Kingdom. And of course, Space Mountain as we make the turn. I miss Space Mountain. Can't wait till the parks reopen. Speaking of getting back to the parks, it was just announced that Shanghai Disneyland will be reopening on May 11th. They'll be taking temperature scans and following all kinds of procedures. If you want to go read the entire article, there's one on WDWNT.com. Go check it out. Speaking of Shanghai Disneyland, coming into view is the construction on the new Tron Light Cycle Power Run roller coaster. This roller coaster already exists over in Shanghai Disneyland, and now we're getting our copy, quote unquote, here at the Magic Kingdom. It was actually supposed to be here at the Magic Kingdom first, but that's a long story. I am very excited about this new roller coaster as it's going to be the fastest one at the Magic Kingdom, going just under 60 miles per hour. Right now, they say it's set to open in 2021 for the 50th anniversary of Walt Disney World. So keep your fingers crossed. We are now on the other side of the Seven Seas Lagoon, heading south on Floridian Way. For a reference point, the Grand Floridian is on our left, and the entrance to Shades of Green will be coming up on our right, as well as the Magnolia, Oak Trail, and Palm golf courses. And just up ahead on the left, you can see the Polynesian, one of my personal favorites. Speaking of the Disney golf courses, or as they call it, the happiest place on turf, they have remained open during this entire closure, since it's considered a form of exercise and you can social distance. However, they are not accepting cash and you must have a reservation in advance. So if you're local to the area and you want to get outside, go play some golf at Walt Disney World. It is a beautiful day for golf here. And look, there's somebody out on the Palm golf course. Good luck, sir. As I mentioned earlier, the Transportation and Ticket Center is the 4th largest parking lot in the world. However, they are in the process of expanding it, so it may jump up to the 3 spot. Right now, as it stands, it can hold 12,000 cars. And it sits at 125 acres. Just to put that in perspective, you could pick up Disneyland and Disney California Adventure, put it in this parking lot, and still have room for 500 cars. Pretty remarkable. For the TTC expansion, you can see a lot of drainage and site work being done. They're hoping to have this project complete in time for the 2021 50th anniversary of Walt Disney World. And right across from the TTC is the only speedway that is open and operating at this time at Walt Disney World. As we travel south on World Drive, you'll see the cranes on the left. This is for the new Cove Hotel going up as part of the Swan and Dolphin area. But we're going to head there next and take a closer look. We are now on Buena Vista Drive, and we're going to make a left on Epcot Resorts Boulevard. This is the same corner as Fantasia Gardens Miniature Golf. The miniature golf course is open and running during the construction of the Cove, but sadly right now with Disney being closed, the mini golf course is also closed as well. If you want another reference point, here's the Swan on the right hand side. And there it is, the future Cove Hotel. This is actually going to be a 14-story, 349-room resort. So they're not quite there yet, but they're making great progress. They're working on it today, actually, as you can see the construction workers on site. There's one guy right up there next to that panel of glass. The Cove is going to be right across the street from the Swan and the Dolphin resorts. The Swan and the Dolphin are owned by the Tishman, MetLife, and Starwood Hotel Group, and they employ Marriott to manage those hotels. So the Cove will fall underneath that umbrella as well. We first found out about the Cove Hotel in January of 2016. That's when we saw the height balloons next to Fantasia Gardens. Then, in September of 2018, they officially announced that the Cove was coming, and broke ground later that year. I'm very excited for this. They're supposed to have this amazing rooftop restaurant lounge where you can see the fireworks. So, really cool stuff. And there's the love of my life, the Tower of Terror. We are now heading east on Buena Vista Drive, passing the entrance to the Boardwalk Resort. That's also the third and final Speedway on property, this one not being open as well. I also want to show you guys the Skyliner. As you can tell, all the gondolas have been put away, and they're stored at the Caribbean Beach Resort. We're headed that way now, as we're about to make a right on Victory Way. Up first on our left is the Caribbean Beach Resort. You can also access the Riviera Resort through this entrance as well. And now we're about to go underneath the gondola wires that head to Disney's Hollywood Studios on the right. Also on our left is the Pop Century Resort. And just up the road we should be passing the Art of Animation any minute now. Now, if we were to continue straight, we would run right into ESPN's Wide World of Sports. There's currently some rumors circulating out there about the NBA possibly moving their season to the ESPN Wide World of Sports because of the access to all the courts, the media facilities, and also plenty of rooms for the players and staff. So we'll see if that happens. Now we made a right onto Osceola Parkway, and we're going to go check out the brand new Star Wars hotel that is under construction. It should be just up here on the right. Now, as we make our way towards World Drive North, if you look to the right while on the exit ramp, you can spot the Star Wars Galactic Star Cruiser. This is going to be the brand new, totally immersive Star Wars hotel experience. It was set to open in 2021. However, with construction being halted the last 7 weeks and a lot of cutbacks coming up, we're not sure if this is going to open on time. Let's keep our fingers crossed. Also, while on this ramp towards World Drive, this was the previous entrance to Disney's Hollywood Studios. They just took the bridge down, and you'll see this new berm was created with all the dirt from that construction work. Off to the right, you can see the backside of Batuu. That's right, that's Galaxy's Edge from World Drive. And for due diligence, I thought I would give you a view of that berm from the other side. This is heading the same way on World Drive, as you can see Galaxy's Edge in the background, just beyond those trees. During the park's closure, Disney has kept a lot of the music and attraction lights off around the parks. This is to keep utility costs down during this hard time. Another thing that was turned off was one of my favorite advertisements for the Tower of Terror up here on the left. You won't see that elevator bouncing or going up and down, but I can't wait till they turn this back on. I love seeing this every time I'm on World Drive. we are now approaching World Drive again. That was the Cove construction we already saw, so instead of going left, we're going to make a right and head west on Buena Vista Drive towards Blizzard Beach and Animal Kingdom. Just in case you missed that sign, we're heading towards the Coronado Springs and the Gran Destino Tower. You can see it right up here on the right. This is one of my favorite spots on property to hang out. I love going up to the rooftop and hanging in the Dahlia Lounge. So you'll definitely catch me there when the parks reopen. On the left, you'll see Disney's Blizzard Beach, the other water park here on property. I can't wait until this opens back up. We are starting to get some hot days here in Orlando. We are in the beginning of May, and we're already in the 90s. Right next door to Blizzard Beach is Disney's Winter Summerland, the other miniature golf course. That's not open right now, but should reopen when the parks do. Now, if we were to continue straight, we would run right into Disney's All-Star Resorts. And if you remember, on the left, just before you enter the gate, is the famous Walt Disney World McDonald's. It's the only McDonald's on property. Disney and McDonald's has a long history of doing business together. However, in October of last year, McDonald's shut down and demolished their entire building to rebuild this brand new restaurant from scratch. It looks pretty good. They've been working through the closure as they are a third party outside of Disney, so I think they're just about ready to open. You can see they're very eco-friendly with the solar panels on the roof. I don't know what those exercise-looking bike things are on the left there, but we can see 2 drive-thrus. There's those solar panels. We saw the moss and the greenery on all the walls. So definitely an eco-friendly McDonald's here. I am sure that they will be ready to open when the parks do. They are days away. I love the design of this new McDonald's. That high roof facing Osceola Parkway gives everyone the chance to see it. Kudos to them. I'll drive back around and show you what it looks like from Osceola in a little bit. But for now, let's make a left onto Osceola Parkway and head towards Disney's Animal Kingdom. See what it looks like over there. If you look to the right, you can see the top of Mount Everest, home of Expedition Everest, one of my favorite rides. And also you can see the floating mountains of Pandora in the distance. Animal Kingdom is probably one of my favorite parks since moving down here, and will most likely be the first park I go to when they reopen. As promised, there's the McDonald's on the right hand side, as seen from Osceola Parkway.
So that's it. Quick update from all around Walt Disney World. We're going to end it right here at Animal Kingdom as we head out of the parks. Cannot wait until Disney opens. Fingers crossed they'll open as soon as possible. And big thanks to all of our essential workers all around the world and also here at Walt Disney World. All right. See you guys real soon. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. Love you guys.